Welcome back, friends. So here's the deal. Everybody's dealing with stress. Everybody's going to have stress in their life, but it's all about how you respond and deal with that stress that makes or breaks it, basically. So here to talk about that is Dr. Gerald Levine. He's here to talk from the Integrative Stress Management Program.
I taught a certain kind of program called mindfulness-based stress reduction for a number of years. And then about 3 years ago, we added some other elements to it and changed the name to the Integrative Stress Management Program.
Perfect. So maybe you can expand on what the program's all about. So how does this work? If somebody, I mean, like I said, everybody's dealing with stress. And it's all how we cope with it that really makes or breaks it. So say I'm, for instance, myself, I just was laid off on New Year's Eve. I've kind of got the stress of looking for a new work. We got a young family, so money's kind of an issue and a concern for me. Say I'm interested in joining the program, what would the process be?
But if you're in the program, what we do is combine a number of things to help people manage their stress. So first of all, stress is inevitable. It's just part of life. It's how we manage it, as you said. So what we do is combine basic family practice medical knowledge about stress and how it affects our bodies and minds and spirits and our general health. And then what we add to that is a number of other elements. First of all, it's done in a big group. There's about 25 to 30 people typically in a group. And it's extremely helpful for people to share in a confidential way without forcing. And when we share our stress, it really reduces the burden quite a bit. They say a load shared is cut in half.
That makes sense.
So in this case, it's cut, anyway, won't get into it.
In 30s.
So sharing is definitely part of the program. The other aspect to it is something called mindfulness-based meditation, which has been around for about 35 years. It's basically an Eastern philosophy of being in the present moment and learning to focus one's attention on the present moment. There's no religion in it. It's just a physiological way of mastering that constant chatter.
Right, and it's all about you can't dwell on the past. You can't worry about the future. You got to stay right in the moment.
That's the thing. And when you're in the moment, you can handle most moments, no matter what they bring to you. But if you bring in all the stuff from the past and all the worries for the future, all your energy's gone.
Makes sense.
And you're not really living your life.
So what I really get that out. What I really love about the program is what you said is it's a group atmosphere. So there's lots of support, because I'm sure it's quite a task and quite scary for people that to admit that they're struggling with stress. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to admit it, but there's another thing to go to a program and speak to others. But then you feel that support from the others in the group, and it's got to help that much more.
And to be fair, some people aren't comfortable sharing in a big group, and that's okay too. They absorb a lot, but those that want to share certainly get a lot out of it as well.
And we were talking a little earlier, and what I really liked was when you said we don't care what the story is. The story doesn't matter. It's all about focusing on how we deal with it.
Correct. So stress is universal, and it's completely about how strong and resilient we can make ourselves. In other words, building our inner resources. That's the key thing to managing stress, really.
So when we were talking earlier as well, you said you went through the program. You kind of had an epiphany about the third session. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can share that with our viewers.
Yeah, essentially as a family physician, raising a young family, teenagers, etc., I hit a stress wall, and I got kind of in a stress rut where I thought it was normal to constantly be stressed out. But by class 3 of the program that I took 10 years ago, I realized what it felt like again to feel relaxed. And I got addicted to that.
You got addicted to feeling relaxed. That's very cool. Now, when somebody comes out to this program, how long is the program itself?
So it's a 7-week program. In those 7 weeks, you're there for 3 hours per week, plus on one weekend, there's a double program.
Okay, but it doesn't stop there, right? Like you learn, you apply, but you have to kind of keep on this outside of the courses as well.
Correct. So, if I can hold this up.
Yeah, of course.
As part of the course, you get either a CD set. Sounds like the Vegematic thing. You get your fridge magnet with our contact information, or a USB key that has guided meditations to do at home.
Okay.
So the course is based on meditation. There's also a wonderful mindful movement, which is a type of yoga component. And my spouse and I, who I get to work with, play live gentle music along with it as well.
Very neat. So that's cool. So you're bringing all kinds of different elements together, and everybody's going to react to them differently. One thing you said as well is it's very, very important. You have to listen to your body. Your body's not going to lie to you.
Yeah. So that's the key thing, is this course promotes awareness of your thought chatter that's going on in there and your body messages. And the more we listen to our body, the better off we are in the long run, because we can manage what it's telling us.
Now, let's say, so like I said, I was laid off on New Year's Eve. Let's say I'm dealing with some stress from home. I got stuck in traffic. I'm getting really, really worked up. What are some things I can do to kind of just ease that stress and chill out? Do you have any exercise that we practice right now?
Sure. So we have, in our program, we have a number of mnemonics. One of them is called stop. So you ever see a stop sign, think of the mnemonic stop, which is stop. Take 5 slow, deep breaths. O is for observe. So really drop into the moment. What is going on right now in your environment, in your mind, in your body? So you observe, and then the P is for proceed once you're calm.
I see. So yeah, all it takes is 5 deep breaths.
That's it.
And how many people don't take that time and then they do something that they regret, right? You make a rash decision that can maybe affect your life or somebody else's for the rest of their lives. Where if you just took the time to kind of just breathe, that's all it takes. Is this a new technique, this breathing thing I'm hearing about?
No, it's been around for a few hundred million years. But it was actually, a lot of this is based on 2,500-year-old work from the Far East, meditative practices. Yeah.
Now, if somebody's interested in joining the program, what are the steps we have to take to get involved?
Well, we have many ways of contacting us. Our website is managestress.ca. We snagged that one.
Nice. We'll play.
And we have info@managestress.ca and a telephone number, which I won't give here.
I'm sure it'll be on the screen as it is, yeah. But Dr. Levine, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this. Like I said, everybody's dealing with stress. It's just all about how you cope with it. We got those services in place to get you the help you need. Just get in touch with this great man here. Thank you so much for coming on.
Wish you well with your stress.
Thank you very much. You guys stay with us. We got lots more coming up on Daytime. We're going to see some Zumba moves coming up after the break. It's going to be a lot of fun.